Malchus Sheba Malchus. What a crazy concept. Malchus Sheba Malchus is, there's the endemem. It's called here Schlossmem. It's a tzigamach. It's closed on all sides. It's closed, but it has a crown on top. Malchus Sheba Malchus is where you're becoming aware of self. We are becoming aware of self, whereas finally, after going through the process of elimination, counting the Omer, 49 days, so every possibility has been eliminated and activated, triggered one way or another, and the positive or the negative. Either I let go of it or I activated it. And now we are in Malchus Sheba Malchus, which is becoming aware of self. Really what it means is accepting, not accepting, knowing where it's at. Finally knowing where I'm supposed to be, what I'm supposed to be focused on. Because the majority of the confusion is that we don't know what to focus on. We're focusing on something that I still need to get, something that still needs to happen. But after going through the whole process of 49 options of where I need to be, of what I want and what I want to let go of, I can finally be. And that's when I'm accepting self. That's when we are in Malchus Sheba Malchus. We're wearing the crown. It's a crazy concept. I mean, it's a crazy a process, a workshop, it's a facilitation. It's an Eibishter facilitation. We're talking about in the world of energy, of koiches, midas, spheres, colors, and ki'ish echad b'lev echad. And the Rebbe talks about it, and Chassidus talks about it. Ki'ish echad b'lev echad means that we are only in separation as far as the body, as the guf goes. That's where the separation is. We're only in separation as far as the guf goes, which means that, as the Rebbe points out, we can count the omer, but everybody's in a different place. You counting this sphere, but I'm still up to that sphere. Right? We're counting the omer, but we can be in a different place. But where are we counting from? And that's the idea of we're not allowed to be counted, right? The Yidden are not allowed to be counted because we're not something that is that can be put into a number, because we're infinite. So what we're doing is by counting the Omer, it's a reverse psychology. It's like the playing the note, right? Somebody mentioned this to me. We were talking, and he said that. There's two ways. You can play an instrument and the voice comes out, or there's already all the sounds is out there, but as you play, you're stopping all the sounds. You're limiting what sounds should be activated, what sound should be expressed, right? And this is how the sound comes out. So all the sounds are out, which is the truth. All the sounds are out there. Everything is there. All the vibrations, everything is out there floating. And by holding down a certain buttons, a certain pressing on certain keys, that's where the sound expresses itself. It limits itself. So by taking away a few options, it creates a sound like that, whatever that note is, whatever that chord is. So too, there is unlimited options. I mean, yes, as a sphere, there's unlimited options. By counting the Omer, we are expressing the sound is created. We're creating a certain sound by eliminating. I'm becoming mindful of this, I'm becoming mindful of that, eliminating this way and expressing this. And by going through that process, that's when you come to Malchus Sheba Malchus. And who is counting? Who is counting? Now remember, what's counting is the neshama. The neshama is counting. We're calling out from a place where we are ki'ish echad b'lev echad. In the heart, we're all together, one heartbeat. It's the same heartbeat. and we're calling out from a place of unity, from the Keser, which is all Yechida in oneness. And here we are now in Keser Malchus Sheba Malchus, which is really the Keser here in Welt, which is crowning self with this with what does that mean? Becoming mindful. Now, there's also one more thing that this thing wanted a dira b'tachtonim, and this goes to all the, everybody that's asking why the pain and why all that. Why do we need to go through this process? We answered this many times, and we're going to continue answering until we don't need to answer it anymore. Until we don't identify a breakthrough through pain. I can just be. We can just be. Imagine getting together and just talking ideas. Right now, just a foreign idea. What does it mean getting together? Yes, getting together and getting lost in positive ideas versus the not positive check-in. But it's work. Why is it work? Because that's exactly what he wanted. Because we are infinite beings, all types of possibilities. And as far as if there wasn't a world as we know it, we would always stay present in the moment and you wouldn't be aware of yourself. Now, by coming in here and being triggered, being activated, so we're opening up all these lines and bringing it into Lamata Masarat Fachim in world. Again, what does that mean? You are the center of the universe. We are the center of our own. You are in the center of anything that's going on around you in your life. You are the creator of that. So by putting you in, by getting stuck in a certain place, all the way down Lamata, as low as it has to be, and calling out from there, now I know where I'm lost. I know where I can start collecting myself into becoming mindful, which is through my chesed shebechesed, gevura shebegevura, teferes shebeteferes, so on and so forth, all the spheres until we get to malchus sheba malchus, and tonight, we're not counting anymore. Tonight we're not counting, we just are. Now that we have become the person that we're supposed to become, we became aware of that person Pesach night, and now we are coming back. Now from that place, all the resistance started, all the push and pull from the first night of Pesach going down the 49. Imagine like you're standing in the middle of a room and there's light shining on your body, all like 49 lights, and it's more than that because they're like little. Because everyone has, it's a sphere and a sphere and a sphere, so it's quadrupled and it's endless. So we're full of these. You have the energy body is as just a white light, and then you have all these other colors that are reflecting this as a result of this light not budging and staying present where it's at. So these resistance, they're pushing and pulling. So it's a constant interaction back and forth, being triggered throughout the sphere. You were triggered with different things that you're struggling with, or all of a sudden you realize that you're struggling with certain things, whatever that may be. And the process of elimination, and now we find ourselves once again, but now when you find yourself, you're full of color. You're not just a white blank light, because that's the way it's up there. There's nothing going on. Fine, so you're in vastness, it's endless. What's the point in that? He wanted a dira b'tachtonim, he wanted to be expressed in Welt. He wanted to be expressed in that the temptations and whatever is pulling you and pushing you to refine and bring it into Welt and activate that. And that is where the Dam Nekev Anasacholav, that is where these tzinoidas, all these lights that were these conduits, these little pipes, imagine like thousands of pipes being connected to the body and just receiving and coming and going. And now these have been refined, they've been evaporated. There's no more, there's no rubber anymore. It's just a light, just a beaming light. And how easy is it to move around once you're in there from that place where you don't have to struggle with the physical aspect of it. So now, what's the key to this? What is the key? Now we said all that, but what is the key? The key is ki ish echad b'lev echad. It all starts by loving Avos Yisrael. We know that there's the Yartzeit of the Baal Shem Tov and David HaMelech, and we also received the Torah on Shavuos. Okay, so it's an open conduit. You have the three from Moshe receiving the Torah, us receiving the Torah. This is from the Rebbe, where he combines that, and David HaMelech and the Baal Shem Tov. Now that is all comes from Avos Yisrael, and Avos Yisrael starts with self-love. We can only be triggered by somebody only if you have something within you that allows that trigger to happen. Remember, the white light doesn't get triggered. The presence, he doesn't get triggered by nothing. He's fully present with himself. If anything, he triggers the outside because the colors can't communicate with it. But as far as the Kesser goes, he doesn't get triggered. So the fact that I get triggered means that there's still something in there that needs to, that there is a lack of self-love. There's still doubt in my own personal acceptance of self. There's still something there, and that's a beautiful thing. Because from there, you can start letting go. From there, you can start building and understanding how to bring more fire to that place, not to judge it. So, that's the key to Shavuos. In the heart, we're all one. Self-love, accepting yourself, accepting self, and just having compassion for self. And that's where you're going to go. We can go into Kabbalah Torah. We are Torah. We are this. We are made out of 613 lights, 613 flows back and forth, synoids, through different things, this is how we communicate with this. Imagine an energy person. That's what it is. Tefillin Shayad is for the simple people, and Tefillin Shorosh is for the Bala Saga. So we put on the tefillin on the hands, and then you put on the tefillin on the head, because we are more important. We are the Anashim Pshitim. It says the Eibishter puts on tefillin every day, kaviyachol, whatever that looks like, whatever that means, from whatever that type of interaction starts. But he puts on first the tefillin shayat, the tefillin on the hands, and we represent the people out there on the ground going through the daily struggle. The ones that signed up. Imagine you go to the army, like, I want to go into special forces, and I want to go into this, I want to do this unit, but you're risking your life. You're risking your life, and you know there are chances that you may do more damage than good, but yet you say, listen, I'm going in there, I'm doing this job. This is where you're finding yourself out there. You had the choice to stay hidden away and not deal with any of the struggles, but yet you chose to go out there. You chose to say, I'm going to resolve, and I'm going to bring light into the place where I am at. No matter where I'm at, I'm going to bring the light into that place. That's what you signed up for. And it shows tremendous courage and care. The job, the struggle that you are going through, the struggle that we are doing out there, you had a choice to stay, go to shul or go lock yourself somewhere on a mountain, but yet you chose to be here in the day-to-day triggers, judgments. You do something and then you get the response unappreciative, and yet you're saying, no, I understand that there is pain, and I'm going to help you. I'm going to go back for you too, and this is going back for yourself, going back for your calling, for your heart, to align that and to bring the light into that place. And that is Kabbalah Torah with me, is besimcha, simcha and ava, love and happiness. That is Kabbalah Torah. That is who we are, and that is our obligation, to understand who you are. Keser Malchus Shebamalchus. To be that the way you are as is right now, this is it. This is your job and this is your tafkid. To accept yourself. And by accepting self, automatically any type of trigger that is coming at you has to dissolve and change and take on new shape and new form. As we know that Kamayim Elponim, the water reflects whatever it shows up in front of the water. And are you going to say, but that person is not aligned, that person is triggering? Well, if love and happiness is a higher vibration than anything else out there. So you can override anything, not overpower, override. You can switch that by simply having compassion, by simply responding from a place with compassion, whatever that may be. Sometimes compassion may be, hey, I'm sorry, this is not going to work. Got to shape up. That's a lot of compassion. So understand, we're all builders. We're builders. We're building a world. We're building a Beis Hamikdash of light, a Beis Hamikdash of fire. This is the Beis Hamikdash that will never be destroyed again. Once you turn on your fire, once you turn on your light, and you align with the light next to you and the light next to you, and then it starts becoming an interaction of lights, and that can never be taken away. Nothing can come in the way of that. You have to stay put, stay focused in level 50. Shara Chamishin. Level 50. So let's see, we'll cut it here. We'll start over again, just in case it gets too long.